There's still some misconception out there that the change of these covenants will change your HOA fees. They will not. And I'm just going to go right down very quickly. The first covenant we need to change is the insurance covenant. This has nothing to do with your HOA fees. It's how much, $2,500. It's something that's older, and it doesn't need to be there. So we just need to get rid of that. By the way, so you understand, the covenants come straight out of Florida Statute 720, literally verbatim. Every year, the Florida legislature takes a look at the statutes, and if it needs to be changed, they do. A few years ago, the board of directors put together a group of residents to look through our covenants and our bylaws and see what needed to be changed. So they made recommendations. These were these recommendations. We're just like the Florida legislature, only I think we work a little better. Anyway, the first one, yeah, it has nothing to do with raising your HOA fees. It's just getting rid of something that is just outdated. The second one, the conservation easements. We can't do anything in the conservation easements unless we get rid of most of 4.8.2. Very simply, we just need the first paragraph that says we need a letter from St. John's after we send them a letter and say we would like to do this in the conservation easement. And we've had St. John's up here a couple of times, and they said what we're proposing to do is not a problem. We just need to get the covenants changed. That's not going to raise your HOA fees. The third one is rental agreement, and you've got a couple of choices there. Do we have a problem with rentals now? No, we do not. But what we're looking at is looking forward, trying to get our crystal ball out and saying, we may have a problem down the road. That's why we're trying to either, one, make sure you've got two choices. You can completely stop anybody who buys in of not ever renting their home, or the first choice, which is just if you want to rent it, you have to have a 6-month rental agreement. Please take a look at that and vote on that. That's not going to change your HOA fees. The fourth one, the emergency radio antenna. The antennas are about the size, not even the size, of a fishing pole. They're 25 foot tall. They've been used already in a couple of emergency situations. But what we would try to do is change this so that we can do this legally. We've not had any complaints when they've had these emergency situations, and hope we never have to use them. But if we lose power and we need to get a hold of the first responders in Leesburg, we can't do it without these antennas. It's no cost to us. The ham radio operators will purchase, they already have the antennas, and like I said, they've been used a couple of times in emergency practices with the people in Leesburg, and they work. So that has nothing to do with raising your HOA fees. Last but not least, and probably the most important, is we're trying to reduce the percentage of votes. 667 yes votes, not just votes, but yes votes is literally impossible, as we've seen before. The last time we did this, we ended up with 559 yes votes. Hopefully, we can pass that, so in the future, we just need 500 votes, just a plurality. And that's not going to raise your HOA fees. The covenants have absolutely nothing to do with money. I can't say that enough. And I appreciate all those who have worked really hard. Talk to your neighbors, talk to your friends, ask them if they voted. We've got a few days left. Like I said, I looked just before I came down here, it was 61%. That means we've got 610 votes. I hope they're all yes. But I understand too, it's a choice. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our community. This is where we have chosen to live. This is going to make things just a little bit easier and better going forward. And I'm I'm not shoveling anything into your front driveway, okay? With that said, I think we can move on.